Welcome back to I Talk EV. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for visiting. If it's not, welcome back to the channel. As many of you guys know, I like to talk about EVs, and up until recently, I've talked pretty much exclusively about Tesla. But today's topic is who is the next EV? Today's topic is who is the next Tesla? I get this question quite a bit, and I have a few opinions on it. So I'm going to kind of get into those in a couple of seconds. But first, for those of you guys who are new here, welcome to the channel. And for those of you guys who are not, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your support. I'm going to put my car on autopilot, and now we're going to talk a little bit about who is the next Tesla. Who's going to be the next Tesla? And this question, I think, gets asked more often than not because maybe people don't necessarily want to buy a Tesla. They want to buy something else. And I hear a lot of times people talk about the fact that there's no options, and this company and that company is moving up, and maybe they'll be the next Tesla. And I would like to clarify, I'm not talking about for investment purposes. I am talking about as a car manufacturer, as an EV manufacturer. What made Tesla so successful to start with? And many people will say it has to do with Elon Musk. Elon Musk made, Tesla as successful as it is. And that's fair enough. It's really good to have a good CEO. I don't care what company you are. However, what made Tesla so big, so fast, and continues to grow is, the fact that they have a infrastructure. They have the Tesla supercharger infrastructure, making these cars available to be driven pretty much anywhere. And for the next Tesla, whoever that's going to be, they kind of have to match that. They have to match charging capability for the general public. And this is very, very important because with me, I can take my Tesla and go just about anywhere I so please. I'm in Canada. I can go right across the country. I can travel North America. And that's very, very important because, I know I have a infrastructure to back me up. Gas stations, if you will. The other thing to note here is that in order for there to be a next Tesla, that particular company or companies, depending on how many will merge to catch up to Tesla, they really have to invest into a infrastructure. They have to invest into something that gives their clients, the consumer, a possibility of going anywhere they so choose. That's kind of the bottom line of it. To answer the question in the simplest format, Tesla is the next Tesla, and that's a tough one to explain. So I'm going to explain it to you guys this way. Tesla currently is by far the leader in EVs, and they're the leader in EVs because of what they're capable of. Obviously, the infrastructure helps, but the cars help. Their ability to update the cars definitely helps, and having a company that gives you a lot of little freebies definitely helps. When I bought this car almost 3 years ago now, I didn't have Sentry mode. That wasn't a thing yet. That came in after the fact as part of an update, and now I have Sentry mode. My car can record all the things it's got to record, and it just creates an extra little safety buffer. But my car's gotten better, faster, stronger, more efficient. So this is one of those things that really does matter in a big picture. And the other manufacturers, all the big manufacturers that are supposedly coming up with their own cars, in 2024, 2025, some are supposedly coming out in 2021, 2022. But for those companies, you need to keep in mind what is the basis off of what they're running off of, and they're running off of the traditional automaker platform. They're thinking as an automaker, as a car, as a regular internal combustion engine car maker, and you can't do that anymore. If you want to compete with Tesla, you have to be a technology company. You have to be able to make cars that are technology friendly, I guess. Now, don't get me wrong, by no means is Tesla perfect at this. Tesla's still working on this. They're still working out bugs. In recent times, I made videos about this. I have I have some things that I'm not particularly crazy happy about what Tesla's doing, but nevertheless, at least something is being done. When you are looking at the next Tesla. I think the next company that's going to be, I guess, in competition with Tesla, I don't foresee it to be GM, Volkswagen, none of those big guys. I foresee a smaller company, such as maybe Lucid, Rivian to a degree, but I foresee a company that is going to be willing to either partner with Tesla or have some kind of a partnership with Tesla. And that's why I kind of say to you guys, Tesla is the next Tesla, because whoever is going to be willing to work with Tesla, and not necessarily willing to, but whoever is going to be lucky enough to be able to work with Tesla, or maybe even go as far as using Tesla's infrastructure, that's going to be the next successful company. We've heard countless times, time and time again, about these next car coming out. It's going to be competition for Tesla. If you really think about it, that's really not all that true, because a lot of the cars that have already come out that everybody thought is going to be a competition for Tesla are not even, they're not even on the map. And the reason for that is because, yes, you can go out and buy a new Jaguar I-Pace, but really your usability, it's really not that convenient. It's quite annoying, actually. So you have to think of it that way. As far as the next Tesla, it's going to be people, or a company, I should say, be it a startup or maybe even an OEM company, who is willing to work with Tesla to further, build out the infrastructure and go from there. Because I can't imagine Tesla saying to anybody, yes, you can use this, without helping to further the infrastructure in itself. So that's what I think. The next Tesla is Tesla, or at the very least, somebody who partners with Tesla, or somebody who Tesla decides to buy out if they think it makes sense, or invest in, or who knows. Tesla is big enough now that they can really start making some pretty interesting moves as far as acquisitions, if they so choose to. Although I really don't see any reason Tesla would acquire another company unless that company has something as far as tech or something that would really benefit Tesla itself. I know that for a lot of people in the comment section, they would talk about, well, Tesla, wants to help out the rest of the companies because it goes in, it furthers the goal of basically, I guess, growing the EV market. But Tesla's not going to risk its name for another company if the other company is not willing to put in the time and effort that Tesla requires. Currently, this is the biggest problem. You look at all these OEM companies, you look at all these, legacy automakers. What are they doing? They can make a beautiful car. Porsche, beautifully done. I can't take anything away from it. It's a great car. Or Lucid, again, I can't say anything bad about it. Great car on paper. And I have to add that in because, unfortunately for me, even if I do decide to buy that Porsche, I will not be able to use it the same way I use a Tesla. And that in itself is the problem. That's where all the problems start from. One of the advantages of making videos is I do get a chance to talk to a lot of people out there who come up to me and they, look, I bought a Nissan Leaf, or I bought a Chevy Bolt, or I bought a Jaguar I-Pace, or I bought this, I bought that. And when I ask them any questions, they're giving me the same answers. It's always, they are almost at the point of regret without admitting defeat. They regret the fact that they didn't go with the Tesla because now they're realizing, yes, I may have saved some money, or I may have gotten more money back, from the government or whatever it may be as an incentive, but I can't use my car the same way that, that guy who owns a Tesla or girl who owns a Tesla, and it's heartbreaking. I don't like to see these, the consumer should not be lied to. And I look at a lot of these manufacturers, I'm not going to say any names, but they're advertising their vehicles as if their vehicles are, these great new revolutionary things. And frankly, I have not yet seen a company outside of Tesla that have even come close to what Tesla has created. Teslas are revolutionary, and they're so far ahead, they're almost impossible to catch. The reason I say almost impossible is because Tesla is creating a crazy momentum, but it does give a chance for the OEM automakers to learn from Tesla's mistakes. Tesla makes a lot of mistakes, but that's how they learn. You're not innovating if you're not making mistakes. That's a fact. So they learn. They hopefully, I am giving them a lot of credit here. So if they're learning from Tesla's mistakes and they're buying a little time, they're not going to be as big as Tesla, that's for sure. But at the very least, they might take a small percentage of the market, and they still have a chance to succeed. But the next Tesla is Tesla. And to me, this is I never like to see a company grow too fast and too big. It creates almost a monopoly system. In this case, I don't know if that's what's happening with Tesla, I'm not in a position to say that, but I never like to see companies grow too fast, too big. I think they have a different state of mind when they do that. All right, let me know in the comment section if you guys agree, because that's the way I view it. This is all obviously my opinion, but from everything I've seen from other people, other EV owners, I keep running into the same scenario. For urban style driving, something that, around your town, around your city, every single EV on the market is a good option. For use that is beyond your urban living, unfortunately, I can't think of anyone that even comes close to Tesla. All right, with that said, I'm gonna head home because I need dinner, man. All right, with that said, have yourself safe holidays, and with that said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.